All right, what's going on, guys? Welcome to Truck a Minute. This one's gonna take a little more than a minute. As y'all can see on my screen, I'm actually talking about a CPAP machines today. I'm not getting paid for this, so whether you take this advice, it's up to you. I'm gonna look at some statistics real quick, and then we're gonna go into the CPAP. And the reason why I'm doing this video, man, is because I would say probably the last Mm, okay, I'll say the last 2 years since I've been in Texas. Almost two. Yeah, I've been in Texas about 2 years now. Over little over 2 years. And so before that, I was living in Louisiana for my whole life. And so at this point, I've been driving around 26 years now. And and man, I tell you what, the last uh, well, maybe not the last year because I've been using a CPAP then, but everything beyond that, before that, it's been a struggle, man. It's really been a struggle. And I decided to do this video because whether people listen to it or not, and I know drivers, man, we are some of the most stubborn people you would ever want to run across. Some of the smartest, of course, some of the smartest, of course. But we just are stubborn, man. And I was right there in the boat, man, being stubborn about that sleepy driving and all that kind of stuff. Um, so so now, like I said, we'll be talking about CPAP machines in a minute. But for sleepy driving statistics, this is an updated statistics. 17.2 of respondents admit to falling asleep at the wheel at least once in their lives. Now, that could be whether you're in a car or whether you're in a work truck. So everybody that had this, most people, it says 17.2 that admit, but bro, you know one thing, it's probably more closer to 60 or 70%. And then they say in your life. So you could have been 17, 18 years old, and almost fell asleep behind the wheel. And I can guarantee you, like for me, I'm definitely in that number right there because I remember this was years ago. This was probably about maybe 15 years ago. I was doing some runs from New Orleans to Dallas. Actually, it wasn't to Dallas. It was from New Orleans. I was pulling containers at the time. It was from New Orleans to Fort Worth, and we were delivering some container loads of tires. And I was on my way up and going up 49, and and like I said, man, it happened so fast. I was actually going, at least I thought I was going into a curve, but the moment I fell asleep, um, I actually felt the bumps on the road, but I was actually going into an off ramp. So and instantly of course I came to and I realized what happened. Got out the truck and walked around for a little while. I had to sleep on the truck, so I got around, walked around the truck, shaking because I was nervous. Because man, you see some of the accidents. As a driver, drivers see more bad accidents than most people. And of course, the first responders, they actually, up close with it. Um, but ever since then, I've always said to myself that there's no load uh that's more important in my life. So if I get tired, doesn't matter. I don't care if I've been driving 8 hours or I've been driving 1 hour. If I get tired, I'm pulling this truck over and going to sleep. And so of course that's what I did for the remainder of the time. But I would say, like I said, maybe not the last year, but before that, maybe 4 years, 5 years beyond that, I would drive, man, and just and be sleepy. No, I mean, and sometimes I would be sleepy, and just sometimes I'd feel drowsy and got 6, 7 hours of sleep. But as far as with us being truck drivers, man, we work so many hours and we're on the road so much and we're doing things. Even if you're an over the road driver, it's even harder for you. But my last 7 years I've been working. I pulled for FedEx for a little while. I work for a company called Waste Pro in New Orleans. Worked for them for almost 5 years. And so I had jobs where I was getting out doing stuff. FedEx job, I was pulling doubles, so I mean, that's not a whole lot to do. You once you hook your doubles up and you go, you just ride, you know. But home every night. I was home every night on all a couple of jobs that the last couple of jobs that I've been on. And so, like I said, man, just getting sleepy and here's what happened. And here's how that chain got broken for me, which I fought it, just like I was telling you guys. Fought it and fought it and fought it. Went to the doctor, went to the company doctor. Yeah, actually was it yeah, went to the company doctor, um trying to get this job. I was actually trying to get a job with Central I think it's Central yeah, well, anyway, Central is the name of the company. Um, Home every night, ate really good. Um, Passed everything, just did everything. The man was getting ready to hire me until, of course, when I went to take my physical and stuff, the physical was okay. The physical part was okay, but I had to go, because they measured my neck. They said uh I needed to start using a CPAP. So they only gave me a car for 1 month. And the company like, oh no. Now they didn't actually tell me, they didn't actually say, well, we can't hire you because you got this. They kind of just looked at it and like, oh well, yeah, it's something you're gonna need more. You'll need more than a 1 month. You'll need at least a year to 2 year card. So basically that's how they told me that I wasn't getting a job because of that. So okay, so I ended up starting, and like I said, man, I took this sleep apnea test, took the sleep apnea test, and of course they saw that I wasn't getting no sleep. But I was probably every every 30 minutes to every 20 to 30 minutes there was something happening. I was breathing crazy, snoring like crazy, and I'm gonna tell you something, guys. I don't care if you weigh 100, if you're 6 foot tall and you weigh 100 pounds, you're a small guy. Some guys are small, some guys are big. Now here's the thing. If you snore, you're not getting the right sleep. I know that sounds crazy, but I'm just telling y'all, man, and I'm not getting paid for this, and if you don't do it, that's up to you. I can care less, to be quite honest with you. I mean, well, I shouldn't say that like that, but I'll say this here. I know, like I said, man, us as drivers, we're really stubborn people, but I will say this, man. If you and like I said, I'm gonna go on CPAP store, which the CPAP store, they kind of high, man. I mean, I'm gonna tell y'all, I paid $1,300 for a CPAP machine, um, which is crazy because that same machine, I ended up seeing it about a year later for like $700. So of course that didn't make me happy at all, So anyway, so get back to the medical part. So I went in to the doctor. So anyway, they told me I had to start using the CPAP. I didn't get that job. So I ended up getting another job and a job that I'm currently working now. Um, and so I started using the CPAP. And like I said, man, I just fought it, man. I'm like, man, I don't want to wear that thing at night, and then I was fighting it to myself. I'm telling myself that, you know what? Screw them. How they gonna know? But look, man, look, I'm gonna tell you like this here. This is how they gonna know. First of all, they're gonna you get the first month. If they give you the first month, you have to. It's 4 days out of 7 days. You have to have your CPAP machine on for 4 hours. Okay, so that's really not hard, man. And I'm gonna tell you, sometimes I squeak them 4 hours out. But I will tell y'all, man, within a week, within the first week of me uh using a CPAP, and even though I fussed about it and fussed about it and just was like, you know what, this is stupid. I really don't want to do it, and even considered getting out of trucking. You see, so um, but I ended up, the first week I just started feeling better. I wasn't feeling as drowsy, So I told my wife, I'm like, man, I don't know, man. I don't know if it's that CPAP or it's just me or what, But of course, the CPAP was the only thing that I had changed. So Um, so I did it the following week, and then I did it after that, the week after that, because I had to have you had to have that what 70, I think it's 73% or 74% total. Uh, of course, when you show them your CPAP, when you show them your CPAP results, because the machine actually records everything. There's a memory card in there, it records everything. You can actually go into the app and pull your you can actually email it to the doctor. They'll just tell you, yeah, just go in there, get the reports and email it to me, and boom, you're done. And so of course I did what I was supposed to do, did it, and I'm not gonna lie, man. I told the doctor, I said, man, you know what? I wish I would have had this probably 10 years ago. You know, I really wish I would have had this 10 years ago, because even though we fight it, guys, the one thing I can tell you, what you need to think about when it comes down to driving these big trucks, it don't take but a second, especially in Texas, man. One of the things that I found in this state, and I'm gonna stay on topic, but I'm gonna say this here. You can be running 70 miles an hour straight, and all of a sudden, bro, it'll just come to a stop. And I done got used to it now. So I leave all kind of gaps in between me and another vehicle, and I say that, and they stay cutting in front of me and stuff like that. But I just leave that space because they drive so erratic here, man. It's so erratic and fast. Everybody want to drive fast. Everybody think they're freaking Mario Andretti. I mean, come on, man. I mean, it's just everybody like to drive fast. Now, don't get me wrong. The roads are humongous here. Everything is wide. You got so many straightaways. It's just the state is so big, man. Yeah, in certain parts of the state you can think the speed limit in some parts of the state is 85. So okay, so to get back to the CPAP, I will say, guys, that the CPAP over over now I've been using it now for almost a year, because I think this October coming up will make a year for me being on it. And I'm gonna tell y'all, man, sometimes I get 4 hours, sometimes I get 6 hours. It just kind of depends. So most drivers, look, I could sit here and lie on this thing and say, yeah, I get 8 to 10 hours. Look, man, I don't. You know what I'm saying? I don't. I have so many things that I'm doing. But I will say this. If you use that CPAP for 4 hours a night, at least 4 hours a night, I promise you, and I hope guys that see this video, you know, leave some comments in the comment section, and that way, other guys can see, yeah, well, it really does work. Um, and like I said, I'll talk about the different types, but I'm just telling you guys, I have more energy. I'm not sleepy on the job, and when I tell you, man, then sometimes when I take my break, I'll try to fall asleep. And bro, when you're not sleepy, you just not sleeping. You know? And I know it's been times in jobs where I want to pull over and get me 30 minutes or an hour of sleep, And so, like I said, man, it's this CPAP machine is the stuff, man. Um, this thing, let's go back over this thing. It says 7.3% drowsy drivers. Okay, so 7.3 of the respondents feel safe as a passenger of a drowsy driver. 39.2, I don't. Identify that drowsy driving as being unable to keep your eyes open due to tiredness. One more thing. Let's look at this one right here. Drowsy driving statistics by the Zebra. Um, so I'll go into one more. Okay, so why is drowsy driving dangerous? From 2013 to 2017, more than 4,000 people died due to drowsy driving. Drowsy driving is so dangerous because it mirrors so many symptoms of drunk driving. Yep, blurred vision, slowed reaction time, the poor decision making. Uh, uh, let's see. From 2006 to 2016, the NHTSA reported more than 10,000 deaths from drunk driving collisions and impaired drivers. While it is more common and drivers who travel long distances. Drowsiness or sleepiness can happen to anyone. Yes. Even the most experienced drivers can be susceptible and miss the warning signs that it's no longer safe to be behind the wheel of a motor vehicle. If your vision begins to blur, you nod off or lose control of the car, you should pull over immediately and sleep. The Zebra, the nation's leading insurance company, up the insurance comparison site, collected proprietary data as well as synthesized research from data sources such as the American Automobile Association, uh, the National Highway Traffic Safety Association, and the National Sleep Foundation to present the most up to date and relevant facts and statistics on drowsy driving. So look, man, it's a lot, and I'm talking to drivers mainly, man, truck drivers mainly. You get out there and kill somebody, bruh, and if you make it through, you're going to jail. I mean, there's no questions about it, guys. Maybe I will start looking at the statistics of drivers that's having bad accidents and seeing some of the results of those accidents, so that way maybe guys would get a better understanding of why this is so important, because that's what we do, and this is our livelihood. If you're getting drowsy behind the wheel, it's miserable. It's a miserable way to work. So like I said, man, I'm just saying, guys, consider a CPAP. So now we're gonna go into the CPAP on the CPAP store. Um, so most of these CPAP machines, I truly don't know about, like this sanitizer. I actually like this. I have one. I have a sanitizer, but I don't really use it too much. But I like to spray it down with this CPAP spray, and and I'll clean it while I'm in the shower. So at first I'll clean it in the sink, but I like to clean in the shower because you can stretch that hose out. But so let's look at some CPAP. Okay, so my CPAP machine is like this right here, like this one. Let's see. Of course, this is not the one. And see that portable one right there? That portable one is, I'm gonna get me one of these because because I'm not gonna take my CPAP that I have on side of my bed and pack it. Because when they send you this thing, man, it comes with all kind of stuff. It comes with the packing stuff where you can pack it in a bag, and they send a bag, and it just comes for $1,300. It should come with a suitcase and everything. So but it comes with everything to transport your stuff. This one right here is the one that I want. This is the second one that I want. Um, just for when I travel. So anyway, let's go to now. You can see some of these prices, guys. You can see some of these prices. This one's 773. But look, this is good. This is good prices compared to last year when I bought mines. This one here is 860. Breezy 2 Auto Travel CPAP machine. Yeah, this one here is $800. Okay, so this right here is actually mine's right here. This one right here is actually the one that I have. Yep, the AirSense 11. So this one, okay, so it's 989. And actually, a couple months ago they had it on an even better sale. It was like 699. They had this one on sale. So sometimes you can catch them. You can catch them on sale. But anyway, it holds water right here, because now you don't really have to do the water. You can, because it comes with one of those dry hoses. And I'm gonna tell you guys, I never used it since I had the dry hose. I just put that to the side, and when I ordered my CPAP machine, I got the heated hose, which helps keep because when you're breathing, there's water. It's this. I guess it steams and it comes out. You don't feel it. You don't feel it at all. But it keeps your throat moist, so that way so that you don't wake up with sore and dry throat. So this is definitely what I suggest. The type that I would suggest. But you can actually go cheaper. This one also, like I said, it has the ResMed app that you download the app and you link it to your machine, and like I can pull up. Let me show y'all what it looks like, because I was looking at it today. This is my actual medical thing. It's called My Air. I can't actually see this right here because the way I got the screen set up. But I know I'm on screen. So mine's, you see how it has, and I hope y'all can see this. I hope I'm not just doing this for nothing. But you see how it has report and history at the top. When you get ready, and this thing keeps track, it just keeps track every day. You don't have to worry about it. But if you see, like you see these yellow lines, let me go to report so that way y'all can see what it looks like in the report. And then basically you can just email this report right here to your doctor. And y'all won't be able to see everything on here, but um but this is pretty much what the report looks like. Um, and the doctors they'll read it. And actually, these little green dots, you see the little green bars. Those little green bars represent the days that I use my CPAP. And if you go to the side, it represents the hours that I used it. But as long as, like I said, as long as you're doing it, and I usually do 5 days. Most weeks I do 5 days, and then the weekend I'll be off. So I'll usually the way I do it is and you only have to do 4 days. But usually what I do is uh Sunday night is my first day. So Sunday, Monday, Tuesday, Wednesday, Thursday. Friday night and Saturday night I don't use it. Because I don't work on Saturday and Sunday. So those 2 days I just don't use it. And sometimes, and then sometimes throughout the week you'll miss a day. So if I miss a day, let's say I might miss Wednesday. So if I miss Wednesday, then Friday night when I go to bed, I'll just put it on Friday night, and then I won't have it on for Saturday night, and then I'll go back to it again on Sunday night and go like that. So you get into a habit, man, and believe it or not, when you start feeling good and you realize how this thing helps you and look, I'm not just talking to truck drivers at this point. If you're a guy that have to drink all those Red Bulls in the morning, instead you're not getting good sleep, and maybe it's because you snore. And there's other things that go on. Your breathing could be bad in with the snoring. So you can get you a CPAP even if you don't work as a driver, maybe. But if you drive a car, you should get you one. So like I said, man, me personally, I'm giving y'all this advice because it's worth it. Because I promise you, you will feel better. Um, let's see, that's the AirSense 11 auto set. So anyway, like I said, this is mine's right here. And let's see, they have some actual pictures of the app. Let me see if they have the. Let me see if they have. If they'll show. Yeah, they showing it right here. Let me go back. So where you see this 91% right here. So basically, what this is, there's different things that they rate. And let me go back to mine's dashboard. So anyway, mine's yesterday was a 71 last night. I got a little over 4 hours. I probably got almost 4.5 hours, almost 5 hours of sleep. But they break it down by usage hours. Uh, you get 70. That's 70% of the usage hours is 70%. If you get 8 hours, they give you the whole. You'll get the whole 70%. You'll get the whole 70% out of 100. Good mass seal. See, I got 20 of 20 on that. Because once your body start really resting and you're not moving around and stuff like that, you get used to that mass. But you're moving around, and I turn and everything, man. I lay on my sides, on my back. You can't lay on your face like this because, of course, your mask. I have the one that goes in my nose, well, not in the nose, but under my nose. It goes under, and it got the two little holes in there. That's the one I found the for me the best. Now there's the one that covers your whole face. You can do that too. You know, um, good mask seal is 20%. Events per hour. So I got 100% on. I got which is 5% of the 100%. 0.2. So that means I wasn't doing a whole lot of missing breathing and all that kind of stuff. Mask off, I took it off not one time, so I got 5% on that. And the total of those 1, 2, 3, 4 is 100%. So I got 71%, which is pretty good. But the major part is getting sleep because see, if I would have got like 6 hours, I probably would have been at 85, probably close to 90%. So so that's pretty much how the app works. And there's nothing you have to do to it. You just go in there, put your mask on, lay down and go to sleep, And like I said, man, I'm telling you guys, you give it a week and you will feel a difference. And look, we're all different. Yes, we're all different, but I'm just telling you, man, uh, it makes so much of a difference, and it has made such a difference in my life. This is the hose right here. What the hose look like? It's got a heating element in here. It doesn't heat the pipe doesn't heat up, but it's heating up on the inside. And I guess they made this thing, uh, where you can, and pretty much that's how. Oh man. Oh, never mind. I won't say nothing. But anyway, this is pretty much how you sleep. Not like I said, I sleep on my side, and I normally sleep on my side, but I'll go to my back, I'll go to my other side, and all of it's comfortable. It's all comfortable. Let's see. And yep, that's what it looks like. This is the exact model that I have. Um, yeah, and that's your app right there. Um, let's see what else. Yep. And so yeah, and so that's pretty much it. Cleaning it is pretty simple. Like I said, I bought some couple big bottles of this cleaning solution. It's really like it smells like it's alcohol and water. But it keeps it clean and keeps it from, keeps your hose from getting mold and all that kind of stuff in there. And these things, this right here looks really nice, man. It's this smart sanitizer, and I'm telling you, I'm probably gonna get me one like this. All right, guys. So, like I was saying, man, this thing is really will really help you, man, as a driver. And I'm just telling you guys, I don't care if if you think it's too expensive. Well, your career and your life is more expensive than the price you may see on this thing because you will pay it off. If you're a truck driver, I mean, you probably make decent money, so if you have to cut something out, the salesman will start talking to me now. But if you have to cut out doing something for a month or two to pay for this thing, pay for it, man. Get you one because, like I said, man, this is truly uh, something that can really help you in your career. So I know I'm getting ready to shut this video down, but I'm looking at this one here. This one is 450. So man, they got a lot they really have a lot to choose from. Let me do this again real quick before we go. That's what that hose look like on the inside. Um, but yeah, so they got different prices, man. Uh, this thing here, I don't know. This some kind of travel one here, $1,100. Then you got this one for 695. This was a very popular one right here too. This one. It pretty much have some of the same features as this one. It's a little bit cheaper. And this is actually, I was telling y'all earlier, this is one that I'm gonna probably end up getting too. It's a smaller one. And just really being sometimes when I'm downstairs or maybe want to lay down and I can actually catch if I'm catching 2 hours of sleep, I can put that on and get 2 hours, and then I can when I get ready to go back upstairs, I can go upstairs and go to sleep, and then I only have 2 hours left to go. So and then with that you can and so it works out, guys. You'll learn how to do this to where this is a very minimal part of your life. Um, you know, this is a very minimal part of your life. So, but anyway, guys, this truck a minute was pretty long, but I really feel good about doing this video, and now I'm done with this video. And hope that somebody, I don't care if it's just one person, understands how important this is to your livelihood, to your fitness on the job. And then when I say fitness on the job, man, this is like, well, you're not coming to work feeling dog tired. Now, I'm not gonna tell you, you still not gonna be tired in sometimes. If you've been working, you working at work and then you have other stuff to do at home. I'm not gonna say you still not gonna be tired from some of that, but with this CPAP, guys, I'm telling you, this thing is really life changing. if you're a driver, you're a truck driver or a regular car driver. If you're tired of drinking all that coffee, you're tired of all, and I don't, and I'm gonna be honest with you. I used to drink coffee. I used to drink my favorites were Rip It. And I used to have some pills that I would take. They are caffeine pills, and sometimes none of that stuff works. Nothing can beat sleep, man. Nothing can beat sleep. But anyway, like I said, man, y'all like, subscribe to this channel. Of course, I try to stay busy. I do at least two videos a week in Truck a Minute. I kind of wanted to take a break from all the crash videos and stuff like that. Um, and I do appreciate everybody that watched this video, all of my subscribers and stuff like that. I do appreciate y'all. I'm gonna keep it coming. I appreciate y'all again. I'll talk to y'all on the next one. Y'all be cool.